ever moving, winding and free. You rolling old river, you changing old river. That's you and me, river, run down to the sea.
The McKenzie River. It runs through the land and through our lives. From its beginnings as rainfall and snowmelt percolating through the massive filter of the Central Oregon Cascades into Clear Lake, the river snakes its way 87 miles down the McKenzie River Valley before merging with the Willamette River just north of Eugene. We live and play along its banks, fish its abundant pools, run its rapids, float its meandering bends, and drink its crystal clean water. For nearly a century, the Eugene Water and Electric Board has been a steward of the river that is the lifeblood of Eugene. The McKenzie provides high-quality drinking water to almost 200,000 people, and it supports the Leeburg and Walterville hydroelectric projects that generate enough clean and renewable energy to power 13,000 Eugene homes for a year. It was the river that spawned EWEB. When typhoid fever struck Eugene in 1906, the city's water supply was identified as the source of the epidemic. Public outrage with the private water company mounted, leading to a bond measure in 1908 to buy the private company and establish a public water system. By 1911, the Walterville power plant was complete and ready to provide electricity to pump water from the filtration plant to Eugene. The Leeburg hydroelectric project was completed in 1930, with a second generating unit added in 1950. Like Walterville, Leeburg is a run-the-river hydro project that does not require a large storage reservoir. The Leeburg Dam diverts water from the McKenzie River into a parallel power canal, where it travels 5 miles downstream to the generating plant. The canal delivers the water to a turbine 89 feet below the generating plant. The high water pressure turns the turbine, which spins a large metal shaft that then rotates a generator. It is this generator that converts kinetic energy into electricity. Farther down the river, 2 large intake pipes take water from the McKenzie. Once the water runs through EWEB's filtration plant at Hayden Bridge, it is then pumped to homes and businesses throughout the greater Eugene area. But the river is not just about drinking water and reliable electricity. Home to 11 species of fish, from spring Chinook salmon to rainbow and cutthroat trout, the McKenzie River supports a bountiful array of wildlife ranging from deer, beaver, and otter to the great blue heron, osprey, and the downy woodpecker. Fish ladders on each side of Leeburg Dam provide passage for adult salmon and other resident fish species such as bull trout, mountain whitefish, and lamprey. Originally installed when the dam was built in 1930 and completely refurbished in 2003, the fish ladders allow migrating spring Chinook salmon to reach spawning beds upstream of the dam, as well as provide safe passage for other migratory fish. Spring Chinook salmon use the river and its tributaries as their spawning grounds. After spending 2 to 4 years growing in the Pacific Ocean, adult salmon return to the place of their birth to spawn and continue the life cycle of their species. After entering the McKenzie River system in April, the majority of Chinook salmon move through the ladder at Leeburg in May and June and begin spawning in September. A single female salmon may lay up to 5,000 eggs. After about 4 months, salmon fry emerge from the gravel nest and begin the long journey to the ocean. Some of the juvenile salmon will follow the flow down the fish ladders, others will pass under the dam's roll gates, and some will swim into the flow diverted to a canal. Fish screens redirect these canal swimmers down a small channel that delivers them back to the river, downstream of the dam. Through these fish passage structures at Leeburg and Walterville projects, EWEB works hard to maintain the important heritage of salmon in the McKenzie River. Along with boating and ample fishing on the McKenzie and in the Leeburg Lake, EWEB offers other recreational opportunities along the river. Lloyd Knox Park stretches 40 acres along the south shore of the lake. The park, free to everyone, has picnic facilities, softball fields, extensive grassy sections, a volleyball area, and horseshoe pits. On August 4th of 2009, EWEB dedicated this new Lieberg Lake Visitor Shelter. EWEB has also built and maintained trails alongside the Walterville and Lieberg power canals, offering informal hiking, running, and equestrian opportunities. The lower McKenzie River Valley is hailed as a premier birding destination throughout the Northwest. EWEB in 2009 installed a native plant demonstration garden on the west end of the Walterville power plant that is designed to attract native birds and complement the already grand birding opportunities at the Walterville Pond. With nearly 100 years of McKenzie River stewardship under our belt, the Eugene Water and Electric Board will continue to preserve and protect this invaluable resource. You can rely on us.
Here's to the rainbow that's followed me here, and here's to the friends that I know. Here's to the song that's within me now, I'll sing it wherever I go. River, take me along in your sunshine, sing me your song, ever moving, winding and free, you rolling old river, you changing old river, let's you and me, river, run down to the sea. Sunshine, sing me your song, ever moving, winding and free, you rolling old river, you changing old river, let's you and me, river, run down to the sea.